Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to HeadKick Audio, episode number 50. Yeah, we're 50 episodes deep in this son of a bitch already. That's awesome. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, in the intro, if you're listening on the podcast, then it's Cutthroat Gorgeous in the intro. By the gods. These guys. They are in the outro. If you're watching via my YouTube channel, then you get By the Gods both ways, in the beginning and the end. Okay, and then let's not forget, HKA USA, proud partner with me at HeadKick Audio. Go check out their stuff, man. They got a lot of good stuff over there, and this is some primo shit. Like, this is nice, okay? This is very nice. My whole kit's very nice. Yes. Okay, very durable stuff. So, and then also, go to the YouTube channel and peep some interviews I recently did. The last two I did was, I believe, Sam Hughes and Tally Payne. So check those two out. Yeah, cool. Let's get to the fights. UFC on ESPN 10. Wow, that's hard to say. Headlined by Jessica I, women's straw flyweight number one at the time. Versus Calvillo, who was moving up from strawweight, no number next to her name at the time. I'm not really sure what her ranking is now, but we'll get to that. So the fight started off very, very quickly. Christian Aguilera, the beast, man, did he show it? Holy crap. And you know what? He looked a weight class below Anthony Ivy and just obliterated him. 59 seconds. We didn't even get to the full minute mark in the very first fight, and bam, it was over. Beautiful stuff from Christian Aguilera. This dude's been on fire. If you remember him from his LFA days, he's the guy that did the Showtime thing, only he jumped off the fence and came down with a hammer fist. It's pretty fucking cool. So go peep LFA's, their thing on Fight Pass, right? Because I think you should be able to see all their shows. If not, my bad. I did not know, okay? Tyson Nam finally getting the recognition that this man deserves. Okay, if you've been following this career, he's been around forever. He's fought for many organizations. He's beat champions from other organizations, okay? This guy was written off way too quickly. Well, he comes in here with a little bit of something to prove and takes out late notice replacement Zaruk. I think I'm saying that. Adeshev. Guy's 16-3 as a kickboxer in Glory, so it's kind of a big deal. Tyson Nam gets it done with the hands. Boom! Knocks him out, and then that follow-up punch, boom! He's sleeping. Holy shit. That's fucking dope. I like the highlights. I mean, you can find it pretty much fucking everywhere. But yeah, if you missed that, that's your best. Tyson Nam getting it done right here. 32 seconds. So your second fight doesn't even make it through a minute. And then Julia Avila defeats Gina Mazzani. Mazzani making her second UFC stint here, taking a fight on short notice. Well, she was no match for Avila. She gets it done in 22 seconds, setting a record. I believe she's like the third or fourth fastest stoppage in the UFC? Maybe? No. Maybe in women's MMA. Maybe just in the female divisions. I'm not 100% sure. But, damn. 22 seconds was all she needed. She fucking, I forget what her nickname is. Maybe it's like a badger or something. I don't know, something fucking crazy. It was cool. It was really cool to see. So, 3 fights. You're talking less than 2 minutes of fighting taking place in those 3 fights. Okay, and then in your prelim main event, Gustavo Lopez taking the fight on short notice. 140-pound catch weight versus Merab. I'm gonna probably fucking butcher this, but Chavashvili. I just call him Merab. Anyway, Chavashvili just dominated this fool. Okay, Gustavo, kudos, taking a fucking fight on short notice. And no disrespect, calling him a fool anyway. But Merab is just, I mean, he beat his own personal best in takedowns. His personal best was 12. He beat that. Now it's 13. I'm pretty sure the next goal he's going to set for himself is A, probably finishing a fight, or B, 14 takedowns. Why not? Comes from a really good camp at Cerro Longo. If you recall, his teammate, Aljamain Sterling, took out Sandhagen in UFC 250. I think it was 250. Maybe. Hold on. Yeah, doesn't matter. He fucking beat that dude. Anyways, this camp is on fire as of late, okay? And he did some shout-outs, right? I wish I had my fucking bazooka handy because he's another guy that shouted out Bazooka. Dennis Bazooka. This man, I tell you what, he's the Ring of Combat featherweight champion, and he continuously gets shouted out by UFC fighters winning on the big show when all eyes are on them, because I don't really think any other sports are going on right now. So, but yeah, Bazooka, getting another shout out. Okay, so that ended your prelims there, and then in your main card opened up by Maria Agapova taking on Hannah Cifers. It didn't go too well for Cifers. Cifers making a quick turnaround. I think up a weight class, and still no good. Now she's lost back-to-back submissions. As a matter of fact, Agapova gets done via rear naked choke in round 1. So far, just Merab's fight is the only one that goes the distance, which is not surprising. The guy's got an incredible gas tank, so he's definitely not afraid to go in 15. I'd love to see the guy do 25. But Agapova, kind of reminiscent of Joanna Jędrzejczyk, JJ, Joanna Champion, whatever you want to call her. Pretty reminiscent of her stand-up, real crisp. Only this girl likes to wrap up submissions once she gets you hurt on the feet, and she's really good at it. So I'd love to see some more out of her. She also fought on the Contender Series and whatnot, I believe. Jordan Espinoza and Mark De La Rosa, I believe flyweights fighting at bantamweight. De La Rosa, the guy's tough. I will give him that. Him and his wife are both fighters in the UFC. But, a buddy of mine, Richie, Unbroken MMA, he's got me convinced that if your best tool in the bag is your toughness, maybe it's time to rethink what you're doing with your life, right? Okay, because that just means you're going to take a beating. Anyway, Jordan Espinoza looked really good, and yeah, 30-27s and a 30-26. I mean, you don't look much better than, you could look better than that, but not everybody's Gilbert Burns, you know what I'm saying? I just shout out Gilbert Burns on my show. He doesn't listen anyway. So, yeah. Decision there. Andre Fili versus Charles Jourdain. Split decision, by the way, of Andre Fili. Touchy-feely, getting a little handsy, I guess. I don't know. I mean, this fight was really close. A lot of kicks going on both sides. Lots of flair, lots of fun stuff. Fili showing that he's a tough son of a bitch, because a lot of those kicks he was taking on the arm, man, I'm surprised it's not broken. But he gets a split decision nod, and I would have been okay had it gone either way. I don't think it would have been a robbery. It was a close fight. So kudos to Touchy. And then Charles Rosa, this fight kind of pissed me off a little bit. And I'm not mad that Charles Rosa won, and I'm not mad that Kevin Aguilar lost. My issue was with the way that Kevin Aguilar fought. Okay, these guys fighting up a weight class again. I believe they came in at the lightweight limit, 155, 156 pounds, somewhere in there. And I knew that Kevin Aguilar could win this fight. He was actually my pick. Okay, Charles Rosa's got some of the most unorthodox striking. It's very strange. But, I mean, he pretty much stifled, and I didn't have it as a split decision. I had Charles Rosa winning that fight rather convincingly. Not nail in the coffin good, but I thought Charles Rosa won, and when they were reading a split card, I was like, But yeah, so Charles Rosa getting it done, kudos to him. And then the fight I was looking forward to the most, Marvin Vettori versus Carl Roberson. Now, these two had some heat. There was a lot of fucking build-up to this fight. Super stoked. Anytime Vettori fights, okay, he's kind of one of those guys that needs to make an enemy out of his opponent. If you recall, he's the only one to take Adesanya to the cards, and one judge thought it went his way. I saw that fight, and I thought Vettori won that fight. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go rewatch that fight, and then hopefully I remember to tell you guys like how it went. But I thought Vettori won that fight. So what does this fool do? He comes in and he bullies Roberson around the cage, gets a takedown, and subs him in 4 minutes and 17 seconds. It was a little back and forth on the feet. Roberson's got scary power. Dude used to fight at light heavyweight, okay? And then he also missed weight by like 4.5 pounds. So, I don't know, maybe go back to light heavyweight. I don't know. I'm just saying, options there. You've competed and done okay. But Vettori just a little bit too much. And I loves it. I loves it a lot. Here we go. I'm just a fan of Vettori. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Roberson. I'm just a fan of Vettori. Bigger fan, I guess. And then in your main event, Cynthia Calvillo defeats Jessica I via unanimous decision. I don't really think she won a round, to be honest. I thought Calvillo did a pretty good job beating up Jessica I. Now, I was my pick, okay? I thought, aside from getting, blasted by Shevchenko, I'm pretty sure she was undefeated in the weight class. And Calvillo coming up, I'm not really like a super fan of this chick. I'm not saying, there's just something about her, right? Like I watched some of the build up to the fight and it kind of made me like her a little bit more. I think that's what I gotta do, right? I can't just see like the way they interact with the media or like, press conferences or whatever, right? I think we gotta start like watching their backstory a little bit because sometimes they'll say something that just like, whatever. Kind of like Gamebred, right? Support the dude and his, I bought his shirt. Hey, the shirt was cool as hell. I mean, now that I look at it, it's really shitty design. But at the time, I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll support this motherfucker. And now, like, I just have this shirt. I wear it sometimes. You know what I mean? When he fights, I wear it. Anyway, Calvillo defeating the #1 contender, if you will, over in the women's flyweight division. So Calvillo's gonna, and I's gonna, I don't know. I don't know how many times I can say I in that sentence either. But no idea. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, wow. Just ran through that card. Excuse me. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can look for the bonuses. Okay. Salaries. Okay, we can look at that. Miesha Tate had a baby. Another baby. Let's see, Curtis Blades and Volkov, we'll get to that. Let's see, because I believe that is this weekend. Okay, where are we? Oh, yeah, Merab Javalishvili. I can't say his name, damn it. He calls out Sean O'Malley, and I hope he gets it. I would love to see that fight. Those are guidelines. Cynthia accused her of wearing the towel. Okay. Oh, here we go. Performance of the night. Sorry, you guys had to watch me fucking scroll through this website. Okay, so there were 4 bonuses given out. Vettori for his submission win over Roberson. Maria Agapova for her submission win over Cyphers. Christian Aguilera and Tyson Nam for their knockouts over Ivy and Adeshev. Okay, so I agree with that. If there was a fight of the night, I mean, Calvillo was an okay fight. It was okay. Javalishvili, he was fighting a guy on short notice who just ran out of gas, but it was a pretty good fight. But they were both like pretty one-sided. The other guy or girl really didn't have anything for him. So anyway, that's the bonuses. And then let's go on to the schedule. Let's see what we have going on. Sometimes I wish I had a faster computer. So June 20th. That is in 5 days, my dudes. All right. So this fight card is going to be headlined by heavyweights Curtis Blade and Alexander Volkov. Also on the card, you have ranked featherweight contenders Shane Burgos and Josh Emmett. Ranked women's bantamweights Raquel Pennington versus Marion Renault. A couple, probably honorable mention welterweights in Bilal Muhammad versus Lyman Good. And then longtime UFC staple Jim Miller versus Roosevelt Roberts to round out your main card. And then on your prelims, you got Austin Hubbard versus Mac Rashkoff. I've seen him, maybe LFA? I think I've seen him. Roxanne Modafferi versus Lauren Murphy. Hell yeah. Anytime Roxy's on a card, I get pumped. Frank Camacho versus Matt the Steamroller Frivola. Courtney Casey versus Jillian Robinson. Okay. I like it. And then Marc-Andre Barriault versus Oscar Piota. Tisha Torres versus Brianna Van Buren. Hell yeah. And then Bobby Green versus Clay Guida. Okay. Couple journeymen in there to headline your prelims. That looks like a pretty decent card. Now look here, check it out, right? So, just because the card looks like shit doesn't mean it's gonna be shit. A lot of people shit on this last card, and this last card was pretty good. I versus Calvillo. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't the greatest fucking card ever, but, shit. I didn't have to pay for it, which is great. And then, I was entertained for the most part. You know what I mean? There was, a couple things on the card that probably could have done. We're still in the middle of a fucking pandemic, and then you got the riots, and then you got, I don't know, are Killer Bees still a thing? Hornets, sorry. I don't even know. I really don't even know. And that was a really quick show, guys. I don't have anything else, man. I don't have anything else. Oh, I lied. Okay, so, Cutthroat Gorgeous, right? If you're listening on audio, they were in the intro. They've got a show over at Edge Bar, okay, in Tucson. It's Flowing Wells and River area. They're going to be playing with Sleeping with the Witch, Exit Dream, Guardians, and A Liar Like You. They're going to be releasing their album, The Past. I'll hopefully have some artwork and stuff for you. Like I said, July 18th, which I believe is their drummer's birthday. Ooh, shout out to Chaotic GGD. But yeah, so peep that, and then like I said, check out the interviews, and I believe I should be getting down with Dennis Paiva here pretty soon. So we'll have to see how all that goes. Dude is a busy guy, man, so definitely can't really get too upset when he gets stuck at work, because shit, it happens to me too, you know what I'm saying? That little box just follows my head. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me. Like I said, if you like the show, subscribe, follow me on social media at HeadKick Audio for Twitter, at HKA_AZ for Instagram, or at HeadKick Audio for Facebook, at HKA_AZ, HKA_USA for these guys. Okay, and then I believe these guys are at by the gods. So check everything out. It'll be good at Cutthroat Gorgeous, at CTG, something, I don't know. I don't know all the tags. But until next time, head kick. Adios. See ya.